Roy Keane has insisted Michael Carrick is not the right man to lead Manchester United on a long-term basis, despite their impressive 3-1 win over Aston Villa on Sunday. The Red Devils boosted their hopes of a top-4 finish and Champions League qualification next season thanks to goals from Casemiro, Matheus Cunha and Benjamin Sesko. The result sees United remain third in the Premier League but move 3 points clear of fourth-placed Villa, 5 above fifth-placed Liverpool and 6 ahead of sixth-placed Chelsea with 8 games remaining. It also strengthened the clamour for Carrick to be appointed as Manchester United's head coach on a full-time basis beyond this season after guiding his side to 7 wins in 9 games since his arrival in January. However, Keane has firmly opposed Carrick's position in the dugout and doubled down on his stance that the former midfielder should not be considered for the full-time role in the summer during Sky Sports' post-match analysis on Sunday. "I would have thought so, yeah, on Manchester United considering giving Michael Carrick the permanent job, but I wouldn't," he said when asked about Carrick's credentials. "I think there's better options out there. I think the games where he's come in terms of winning football matches, he's done a very good job. He's obviously simplified things but there's been no jeopardy in those games. They've had 3 weeks to prepare for the matches. It's been good timing for him to go in there and he's done a very good job. I take my hat off to him and if he does get the job in the summer I'll say listen, good luck to you, but I think there are far better options out there for the next manager of Manchester United." If Carrick had been mentioned 3 months ago to be the next Manchester United manager you'd have been locked up. Everyone would have said he's not even in the reckoning but due to timing, he's got an opportunity and is doing a very good job. "I think there's better options out there, simple as that but he's done a very good job. Manchester United are certain to qualify for the Champions League now but in making decisions on the next manager, they will have to go and interview people and see what's out there." Asked about why he is so hesitant about Carrick being given the full-time job, former United captain Keane highlighted the differences in the job remit he would encounter. "Most players do like a caretaker manager. It's different when he comes in and has to make a decision about contracts, preseason and medical staff, transfers and recruitment," he continued. "His job in the last few months has been to win football matches. I know that's a manager's job anywhere but he's not had any distractions even as a manager. Of course he's done it and I give him credit for that but if he's given the job then there's different responsibilities for him. I think to manage Manchester United, you need someone a lot more experienced in terms of winning trophies, competing in Europe and he hasn't got that. He might have that in a few years, and he might be in the mix then, but the fact he's winning football matches at the moment of course gives him a great chance. All this chat that everyone loves him, I am not so sure that was the case when they couldn't beat Newcastle with 10 men. He beat Aston Villa today. Aston Villa were absolutely shocking. The more I look at Aston Villa, the more I think they'll be missing out on Europe especially considering how bad they've been today. So the timing is good for United. For today's game Villa are on the back of a European game and United, because they were so bad at the start of the season, have no distractions. And remember this is the same group of players that finished 15th. So everyone else can get giddy about Man United being third in the league but I don't. I am not one of them. I don't get all excited for stuff like that. I get excited when teams are winning trophies and competing week in, week out. So, I am not one to get too giddy.